Welcome everyone. Lynn here and
Gulshan, hi.
So it's very nice of you to join us for a meditation tonight, or today, or tomorrow morning, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching from. So firstly, we'll have, as we normally do, a meditation, and we'll awaken our meditation energy. I hope you can hear me, everyone. I'll just put my microphone a bit higher. And Gulshan, you'll probably take us through that realization process again.
Happy to, yeah.
And after that, we'll have a little talk of Shri Mataji's, who is the founder of Sahaja Yoga, on our second energy center, which you'll understand what that is in a minute when Gulshan describes our subtle energy system. But I thought, first of all, what is meditation? So for some of you who've been with us meditating before, Marie, hi Marie, you will have an idea of what that is. For others of you who are new today or not joined us very often, you may think it's a mental process, or it's if you have been meditating with us, it's simply the state of not thinking, being in thoughtless awareness, which obviously is the first place to start to get there. But it's something more than that, Gulshan.
Yes, it is. A lot of people have different ways of explaining meditation. Through Sahaja Yoga, it is about connecting with our mothering energy, the Kundalini, and allowing her to take us into a state of course, as you said, thoughtless awareness, but also about mental silence within us, where we're not caught up with our thought process, thinking about the past, the future. We're not in silence, in meditation, but also more importantly, as we allow the Kundalini, our mothering energy, to rise and to bring us out of our ego and superego and to connect on top of the head with our cosmic energy.
Yep, that was the point I wanted to get to, that you're actually connecting to our cosmic energy. So the point of the cosmic energy is, it's like there's something that makes everything grow. There's Mother Nature. And so it's something bigger than us that is in charge of everything. So we're not actually running the show.
Yes.
So as well as being silent and discovering our own energy within us, our connection to Mother Nature and that all-pervading energy, it's also our growth in a different way.
There's a greater power that is waiting to look after us and also to take us a little bit higher in our evolution process.
And that's a very good point. That process is waiting for us to get on it, to get on board. Anyway, that was my philosophizing at the start. Maybe for those who are new today or fairly new, do you want to describe the processes, our subtle system and self-realization?
Sure, we'll just briefly go through the chakra chart and run through very briefly, and our tech person here will zoom on the chakra chart so everyone can see what we're talking about. So that is the chart of our subtle system within us, but also it's sort of a map of our evolution, the evolution of mankind. So in this, you will notice there are chakras or energy centers, the little round energy wheel situated on the central channel within us. Those chakras or wheels actually stand and signify how mankind and humanity has progressed. So we've moved on from the various chakras, for instance, the Muladhara Chakra, which is right at the base of the spine.
Do you want me to point those out, Gulshan?
That would be great, Lynn. Right. Thank you. And then as we, yes, that's the one. Thank you, Lynn. And as we move up to the second chakra, which is the Swadhisthana Chakra, and we're going to expand a little bit more on that. It's about creativity within us, how we evolved to be organizing, or more so creating things, creating beautiful art, and moving up to peace and satisfaction. And on the heart level, the red one again, which is to do with a sense of security, a sense of responsibility within us, and also connecting with the spirit, which is really important. And as mankind moved on and established themselves a little bit more, they went up to the Vishuddhi Chakra on our neck, and then they came up to the forehead, which is the Agya Chakra. It's about forgiveness. And this is where we are at the moment. And Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, the lady in the picture, in 1970 decided to liberate mankind and allow us to connect with the cosmic energy, and also to just lift us up higher, another step in our evolution, to connect with this great power that is waiting to be awakened within us, but also she is waiting and eagerly keen to look after us, protect us, nurture us, and connect us with the cosmic energy. It used to be really hard in the olden days. It was very difficult, and if you were very lucky, you got access to it. But now, Shri Mataji decided to give it en masse, and it's free. So it is very, very special. The realization, awakening of a Kundalini, that we can access it, and it's happens on the first time when you join this meditation, and then we take you through how to nurture it and strengthen it. So without too much explanation, we'll go through this process. Is that okay? We do that now,
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. So this just takes a few moments, and we will use our right hand on the left side of our body. The left side is the side of desire within us. It is the desire of feelings and empathy, and the right side is to do with action, organizing. So those are the two aspects of our personality within us. If we're in extreme on either of those sides, that's not a good place to be. So the idea is to come into balance and to be on the central channel. And that is where our mothering energy, Kundalini, comes in, where she's situated at the base of the spine. Each one of us is born with it, and we're about to awaken it. So we will use our right hand, place it on various parts of our body. So starting with the heart on the left side. I would request everyone to please take your shoes off and be comfortably seated wherever you are, your favorite chair or the floor, whatever takes your fancy and you're comfortable with. That's comfort is important here. Right hand, palm up, open in our lap, and the right hand gets placed on our heart. And here we will say a few affirmations, we'll ask a few questions. And for those of us wearing glasses, please feel free to take them off as well. So with the right hand on our left heart, and here, just bringing yourself and your attention inside. So you just watch your breathing. You can close your eyes if you wish, if it's easy for you. And if you wish to keep your eyes open, then you're welcome to watch Shri Mataji's photo just here in the middle. And if you can close your eyes, the reason why we ask you to close your eyes is it just helps to bring the attention inside. So we are going to ask a few questions to the mothering energy within us, the Kundalini, and you can also address these questions to Shri Mataji, for it is Shri Mataji who allowed this process, which seems so effortless and so easy. She allowed this gift to be given to mankind. So with our heart, with a hand on our heart on the left side, we ask ourselves the question, who am I? And what is my purpose? And this is where the journey begins, by asking that question to ourselves and to the mothering energy within us. And then we take a hand down under the heart on the left hand side. And here we ask, am I my own master? Am I my own teacher? Or am I a follower of whatever is trendy or that people suggest it's a good thing? Or am I able to distinguish and discriminate what is right? And for that, one needs to be sure. So what am I? Am I my own teacher? Now we move a hand again on the left hand side where the leg meets the body in the crease. And this is the area of pure desire and pure knowledge within us. This is also the area of creativity within us. And on that, Lynn will talk a little bit later, but for now, placing a hand in the crease where the leg meets the body on the left hand side, with all our heart, please ask, Shri Mataji, please give me the pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. And the pure knowledge that we are asking is our connection with our mothering energy. The pure knowledge is also the knowledge that is available to us of the state of our chakras within us. And we will feel them on our fingertips, because that is how we feel the state of our chakras, from our body on our fingertips. Bringing a hand back up under the heart, over the rib area. And we had asked a question here whether I was my own master. And with the Kundalini awakening, we affirm, I am my own master. I am my own teacher. And the reason we say this is because the mothering energy, the Kundalini, guides us, gives us the wisdom and the discrimination to do what is right for our spirit or our ascent. So we say a few times, I am my own master, and I am my own teacher. Right hand comes up to the heart area on the left hand side. This is the area of the spirit within us. And here, to awaken and enhance the quality of the spirit, please say a few times, by your grace, Mother Kundalini, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. Now we take our right hand on the left hand side of our neck, and as you do that, as you place your hand on your neck, just move your head towards your right shoulder. This is the area of guilt within us, and some of us tend to carry those heavy loads of guilt unnecessarily sometimes, whether it's due to our upbringing or our personality or to do with our family tradition. It's not necessary to be guilty now that you are going to be connected and united with special energy within us, the mothering energy within us. Time to let go of the guilt. So we say a few times, with the Kundalini, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now we bring a hand onto the forehead in front of us. So as you do that, just place your hand on your forehead, squeeze a little bit with your palm and the fingertips around your head, and just lower your head into your hand. This is the area of forgiveness within us. This is where we are at the moment, where we caught up with all the things that have happened to us, all the thinking, all the worrying, all the planning, all the wrong things that have been done to us. And this is where mankind is at the moment. And to get through this, it just requires for us to say a few times in general, Mother Kundalini, I forgive. I forgive everyone. I forgive. Because the moment we forgive, we are taken away from this mess of thoughts and thoughts of the past and the thoughts of the future and thoughts of the wrongdoings, and it releases us. So a few times, I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. Now we take a hand and place it at the back of the head, and as you do that, please tip your head up towards the sky. And here, let's be kind to ourselves as well. So we say, Mother Kundalini, please forgive me for my mistakes. Please forgive me for my past. And also, please forgive me for my negative qualities that I may have picked up, which are detrimental to my innocence, to my ascent, and to my spirit. Please forgive me. Please forgive me, and I forgive myself. And now for the last and most important one, if you take your right hand, stretch it nicely and place it on top of your head, the soft part on top of our head. Apply a little bit of pressure with the palm, and as you do that, just bring your head down a little bit so it allows easier accessibility. This is the seventh chakra. This is the chakra which we're about to awaken within us. And this chakra, once awakened, allows us the connection with the divine power that controls everything, that manages everything. We get connected to it. So with all your heart and all your desire, with good pressure, we are going to rotate our hand on our scalp in a clockwise direction. So starting from our left, bringing it forward to the right, to our back, left, forward, right and back. 7 times, nice and slowly with good pressure. And here, please ask with all your heart for Shri Mataji and the mothering energy, the Kundalini, are waiting, but we have to ask for them to please rise and give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please rise and give me my self-realization. Shri Mataji, please give me my self-realization. Please give me my self-realization. And for those of us that already have had our self-realization, you can ask for, please strengthen my self-realization. Please strengthen my self-realization. Keeping your eyes closed, you can bring your hand back onto your lap, palm up. And just take your attention back to the top of your head. And see how you feel on your hands. And we're also watching what we feel on top of our head. Some of us may feel a little bit of warm breeze on our hands, on our palms, and on top of our head. And that is quite normal because as the Kundalini rises, she burns off if there's any negative energy or debris within us. And eventually we will feel cool, and perhaps tonight, by the end of our second meditation, some of you may feel that. But most of us may have felt our breathing slows down a little bit, and you do feel a little calm within yourself. And if you notice your thoughts have stopped, well, that is when our ego and superego gets sucked in and the Kundalini rises through the forehead. So you can just slowly open your eyes and just watch your hands and see if you can feel anything on top of your head. And if there's not a lot of cool breeze, but you're feeling a little bit of tingling sensation, that's all right too, because now your hands are communicating with us and trying to guide us with the state of our chakras. So then Lynn's going to talk to us a little bit more about that second chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra within us, which incidentally happens to be our thumbs. If you feel a little bit tingling or heat on our thumbs, well, that needs a little bit of a clearing, and we'll get to that. And over to you, Lynn.
Thanks, that was very nice. So we'll just try to maintain that meditative feeling. We will play an excerpt of a talk by Shri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga, who gave us all our realization initially and enabled us to pass it on. And she talks a little bit more about that second energy center, where we asked for the pure knowledge. So on the left side, that's our pure desire. And on the right side, that's actually where we do all our thinking. Very strange that we do our thinking on our hip area. But physically, all our brain cells get replaced from this area as well. So if we think too much, then that's also in the vicinity of our liver. So we get our liver overheated, which is the seat of our attention. So our attention is an interesting point. So that chakra actually roams around this stomach area, and that's our attention. So if our right side action is motivated by our pure desire, then our actions and our thoughts can be pure thoughts. If, however, we're busy with all sorts of other things, making our money and worrying about our home and hearth, then that action, we overheat ourselves basically. So we need more meditation and more clearing and balancing. But one of the good actions we can do is to raise our kundalini and place ourselves in a bandhan with our hand movement. So this is something you do need to learn, and so we will do that. Of course, many of you will have done it before, but using our left and right hand, let's start this second meditation by our left hand raises up and our right hand winds around. So let's keep our attention on that hand, because our desire is that we take our attention up to that seventh chakra or energy center, and we'll do it 3 times, and we'll tie it in a knot 1, 2, and 3 times. Here's the second time, 2 knots, and then the third time. So we've got those 3 channels: the past, the future, and where we want to be. I think I'm doing 3 knots, yes. Where we want to be, which is in the present. And then we protect ourselves with those vibrations that are flowing in our hands. And we start from the left side, our right hand of action, over our entire subtle system, over our body. And it's 7 times over and back. So it's once for each of our chakras or energy centers. And this is how we can start and finish our meditation every day. So this is a daily habit. I've got to follow your numbers, Gulshan, because I, of course, have lost count. So this is the one little routine that we do have, that we do every day. So it's good to do it before you go out as well, so that you're not bombarded by other people's thoughts, other vibrations that are not the pure vibrations that you want to feel. So keeping yourself with your attention up here and protected with the vibrations is a lovely thing to do for yourself. So that's our very positive action we can take, and thinking about doing that is a positive thought to have as well. Mm-hmm. So I might share the video excerpt where Shri Mataji talks about that second energy center, and then we can talk about it a bit more, and certainly if you have any questions you can let us know. So bear with me while I share that for you. Let's make it a bit bigger so everyone here can watch as well.
See, sickness comes to you, as I told you, through our centers getting exhausted. As this is one center, all right, on the left side, left sympathetic, the right sympathetic. And they join together, this is the center now. So we are using the energy of the center that is limited for our purpose, anything. Supposing, I'll give an example of a very good example of one Swadhisthana Chakra. Is the center, in the second center, which looks after the aortic plexus in the medical terminology. But it's not complete, I mean, it's one of the parts. Now, the work of the Swadhisthana Chakra, according to Sahaja Yoga, which has worked, of course, wonders with this theory, that it gives energy for the replacement of the brain cells. Because we never think about it. We are using the brain all the time. We don't think how it is replaced. Even in the medical science, they don't think about it. So one of the works it has got, it moves here. And also it has to look after your liver, it has to look after your pancreas, it has to look after spleen, it has to look after your kidneys, it has to also look after the lower part of your large intestines. All right? Now, but all the time a person is thinking. These days everybody thinks too much and very futuristic. As a result, it cannot pay attention to all other things. So what happens? The first thing is affected is the liver. Now liver gets all the heat from the whole body and eliminates it. It's poison from the body, you can say, eliminates it into the blood circulation. It goes into the blood. Now when, you see, liver is not attended to or doesn't get sufficient energy, it starts working very hard. So it becomes overactive liver and this heat cannot be removed. So the heat starts rising upward and downwards. As a result, your what you call the lungs are made of, as you know, they are made like a sponge. So it becomes coagulated and you develop asthma. We cure asthma through liver, curable. Then it descends down. When it descends down, it affects your kidneys. By that you get high blood pressure. Also, the another thing you get is constipation. Then your pancreas is neglected. When pancreas is neglected, you get diabetes. Only the people who are thinking, sitting, planning for future get diabetes, never a villager. In India, if we go to a village, they'll say you have to put sugar as much that the spoon must stand at right angles. They take so much sugar. Nobody gets diabetes because they earn in the morning, nicely go home and sleep off. Here we think and think and think of the future. So the neglect of the pancreas gives you diabetes. Now we have many people who have cured of diabetes also. Then the third one is the worst, is the spleen. That the spleen is like a, we say rhythm, gives the rhythm. It's a speedometer in us. And supposing you are eating the food and suddenly you have to run, then you get a pain because it has to produce red blood corpuscles. But if you are always in an emergency in modern times as you are, first of all you read the newspaper, you are under shock. Because newspaper must shock you. So then another shock, then another shock. Then in the traffic you get a shock. So this poor spleen doesn't know how to behave in this crazy world. And it becomes very crazy and vulnerable. And with the slightest shock, it can get blood cancer. I must tell you that we have cured really blood cancer patients. Absolutely cured, completely cured, without any medicine or anything. Absolutely cured. We have certificates and everything about them. And surprisingly, all of them were architects. This is one. Then another thing, as I told you, it affects the kidneys and it affects also the lower intestines. So only one center, if you use it too much for one purpose, can give you all these troubles. And ultimately the heat might rise to your heart and you might have a massive heart attack. Especially if young people, if they are drinking too much, if they are playing tennis or of a very, any game which is like football or tennis, drinking too much and thinking too much, they might get a massive heart attack. And die very young, at a very young age, and it's absolutely fatal. If you get this attack at a young age, it's fatal. You cannot save them. The other way around, if you have inactive organs also, you can have inactive, also due to that also you get troubles. So when you treat somebody on its roots, it's very easy to solve the problem. So supposing you have to treat a tree and you start treating all the leaves, it's very difficult. But if you can go to the roots, it's so easy, simple.
So let's go into our silent meditation, and we'll try to meditate on the positive qualities that once our Swadhisthana is in balance, those lovely qualities that we awaken. So we'll again raise our Kundalini with our hands. So the left going up, the right winding around, just to take our attention up where we want it. 3 knots. And then those 7 over and back to spread those vibrations over our entire subtle system. So just closing your eyes in a comfortable way. If you find it difficult to close your eyes, then you can open them and look towards the flowers, the photograph of Shri Mataji. And your both feet are touching the Mother Earth, close as possible to the Mother Earth at least. Attention on your breath. So we'll just take our attention to the hip area. Mother Kundalini, please awaken the pure desire to be connected to my spirit. So we can put our right hand on the center of our hip area, so it's just below your belly button. And we're asking our Mother Kundalini to please awaken the pure creativity within me. So we've got our attention at the tummy level and at the same time on top of our head. So we try to keep our attention in the Sahasrara, that 1,000-petaled flower on top of our head, the lotus flower. Just like if we were driving and we had a glass of milk on the back of the car, and we didn't want to spill it. So we're looking where we're driving, where we're going, but at the same time we're aware of that glass of milk in the back of the car. In this case, on top of our head. And let's just change hands and put the left hand onto the right hip. So we're just going to the right side of this Swadhisthana center. We're going to ask our Mother Kundalini to give us the qualities of the cool attention, cool as the Himalayas. Please cool down my attention. Please cool down my thinking process. Please let my thoughts be of a realized soul. Still with our attention a little bit split, so you're at the top of your head and at this Swadhisthana center. And let's come up to our center heart. So we changed hands again, so we've got our right hand in the center of our heart. And we're asking our Mother Kundalini to please give me the quality of fearlessness. Fearlessness to act as a realized soul, connected to my spirit. Please give me the fearlessness to act through the pure desire. Give me the strength to take right actions that my spirit wants me to do. And we can bring that right hand up to the throat area, so that energy center at the throat. Please give me the witness quality so that I see the drama of life, but I'm not reacting to the drama of life. And now up to the forehead, just leaning your head down a little into the palm of your right hand. And here, of course, Mother Kundalini, I forgive. Let me feel the quality of forgiveness. I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. Mother Kundalini, please take away the ego and the superego and let me have that quality of forgiveness. I do nothing, you do everything. And I am worthy of being in the attention of the divine. And then coming up to our Sahasrara, with your hand, fingers pulled back, pressing the center of your palm onto the center of the top of your head. And just massaging it again in that clockwise direction. And again asking, please strengthen, please establish my self-realization. And then just raising the hand up, taking it slowly until you can feel that little breeze coming out of the top of your head. It might be up high, it might be down low. Just wherever you think you're feeling it. Keep your attention there and then bring both hands back open in your lap. Just keeping your attention up there on top of your head. If you feel your mind takes you away a little bit, just using your right hand, just raise that kundalini, a little scooping motion, raise it up to the top of your head a couple of times. And again, just try to feel. It's very subtle vibrations just flowing from the top of your head. Could be warm, could be cool. And then keeping your attention there, both hands again, open on your lap. Just feeling it from your heart and your breath. We'll just have a few minutes of music. Just see how your meditation feels with a bit of music, listening through the top of your head. It's coming. We'll just listen for a couple of minutes. Try to keep your attention on the top of your head and listen from Sahasrara. And just slowly opening your eyes, we'll raise our Kundalini into our Bandhan, and we'll just talk a little bit more after that.
I'm very slow compared to you.
Yes, I was a bit speedy there. Hope everyone was able to feel a little bit of silence and a little bit of escape from the thoughts. And also it's interesting to see whether when you have the actual silence, you meditate with the silence or meditate with the music, where you get the most silence. So something to make a note of. So you can, in your own meditation on the other days between when we see you next, you can either meditate quietly or you can put on some music. One of the other qualities of the Sahasrara is, of the Swadhisthana rather, of the hip center, was the creativity that I might have briefly mentioned while we were meditating, but it can be as simple as just finding an unusual way to solve a problem, or making a beautiful environment, or even you're learning an instrument or singing, and that when your Swadhisthana clears, you'll find you're able to learn those things a lot better and find creative solutions.
Or finding friendly, pleasant words to pass to each other as well.
Exactly. Creating lovely situations.
Yeah.
So with that thought, Next week we'll probably focus in our second half on the next centre, which is the Nabi. And that sort of brings to mind all the elements, the water and the salt and so we may use the elements to bring ourselves more into balance so that we can start exhibiting those lovely qualities of our different energy centres. So we'll, if you're with us next week, please bring a bucket with you. We'll try to communicate that to others as well, and we'll do a little foot soak, which is one of our lovely things we do every day. So it'll be something you can get into or join us for if you're already someone who knows about that and does that. So bring your foot soak next week.
Foot soak's a lovely habit to get into.
It's a very lovely habit to get into. And if it's very cold where you are, as it is where we are, you might want it a little bit warm. Conversely, if it is hot or you're feeling hot, then make it a little bit cooler. So lukewarm is a good place to start, at least, anyway. And that liver that gets heated up from thinking too much always benefits from an ice pack as well. So we'll talk about those as well next week. So if anyone does have any questions, feel free to let us know, either in the chat if you're on Zoom, or you can always send us a message on the website, which I'll put on the slide again in a minute, potentially, to show you. So that's probably all we've got for today. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free. Who have we got there? Marie, how are you today? Feel free to I probably need to give you the power to unmute. Let's give you some.
And during the week, till we meet again, please try and find a little space and a time so you can meditate every day if possible, just a few moments, but every day in the morning and then in the evening too, just having that short meditation, but bringing the attention up here and trying to have that space when you're not thinking. So you just let the thoughts dissipate, let them come, let them go. Just keep your attention on top. So that's quite important.
How was your meditation, Marie?
This evening, it helped me a lot. I've just had some bad news, and this has really got me in a good space. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear you had some bad news, but
yeah. To get in touch with you, Lynn, but I'm not sure how. With can I message you privately?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes, for sure.
We'll do that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everyone, and we look forward to the next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Night.
Keep well, Marie, and goodbye to all the people joining us on YouTube as well. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See what we can find. Some music, that might be nice.